Hey vlog. The camera quality looks a lot different because I am in fact recording on my phone. I haven't been thrilled with how the camcorder has been turning out, but that's obviously because it's a camcorder. So your girl's gonna try and work on getting a different camera. But for now, we on the phone cam. As you can see, it's dark outside. It is in fact 5:30 p.m. It is a Saturday. It is the Saturday before I have to go back to school for dead week and then finals. But so we're gonna go to a coffee shop and lock in. But I also, it's part of the routine for the day. So when I come back from coffee and study time, we're gonna go in depth about what I plan to do from December to March. Okay guys, so I'm like genuinely kind of peeved right now. So we have one of my classes, we have a group assignment and not a single person, like I've been reaching out in our like little discussion group trying to like finish the assignment because I'm like an academic web like that. Nobody has even responded. So I took the liberty upon myself to just do the entire 7-page research paper and presentation by myself. And if these people literally aren't going to contribute, I'm going to make sure their grades get docked. That is the type of student that I am, is that if you do not participate in the group, you do not get participation points. So actually just like, I just spent the past 2 hours writing about 3 pages of our research report. So yeah, I'm a little upset right now. I'll be real with you. Demo. Guys, my apartment used to be so colorful and cool, and now it's just so ugly because, like, all of my boxes are packed up, and, like, I haven't even packed everything yet. Also, this is the book I've been reading recently, Next to a Singular Shock. It's really good. I highly recommend. It's about how young children deal with grief. He better not eat my freaking candy canes. So, for work, I have to, make those candy canes because we have to decorate the lobby for Christmas. And for those of you that don't know, I work at McDonald's. So I've been tasked with my friend Abby to, well, she's my co-manager too, but we're decorating the lobby for Christmas. So my boss bought us a bunch of stuff from Hobby Lobby, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to DIY some candy canes, and we DIY'd paper snowflakes. That's what was in the bag. So that's kind of what we did today at work, was just DIY a bunch of stuff, but I had to take them home to paint them because I was not painting in the stinky McDonald's. So yeah, that was kind of my work day today. And then before I started filming, I went to work, came home, went on a walk. My gym has been closed because of Thanksgiving, so I've literally just been having to walk like everywhere as my form of workout. I can't do an at-home workout. Like I can't do it personally because I just end up cheating myself out of it anyways. But if I'm at the gym, there's people around, so like it's kind of like body doubling, you know. But if I go outside and I start walking, I don't let myself come home until I'm completed with my route. So that is kind of what I've been doing for my workout since Wednesday. The gym opens up tomorrow. Today is Saturday, but like gym opens up tomorrow again, so I'm very excited to go after work. So I went on my walk, and then I came home, and Ken took me to my favorite spot, Nuki, which is like a poke bowl sushi place, but they have like the best tofu I've ever had in my life. Like I want to know the recipe so bad, but it was genuinely fantastic. And then after that, I came home, I worked on the candy canes, and then I started filming my video because I needed motivation to go do something. But homework went well overall. You heard what I'm peeved about, but I just went to Tropical Smoothie, and which is where Ken worked, depending on when I get this video up. But I surveyed all of the employees there for my research project. And so now I'm back here and I'm going to cook some dinner. It's 8 p.m. I ate lunch at about noon, but I hadn't been hungry all day because that Nuki bowl is like, it can feed 2 people and I eat the entire thing. Big Back, yeah, what about it? But it's $15, so you best believe I'm eating the entire thing. So I'm gonna cook dinner. I'm thinking beans and rice and some spinach, maybe some peppers. I haven't decided yet. But come with me and cook dinner while I tell you about the great lock-in from December to March. Okay, I'm low-key messing with the phone cam. Like, I don't know, guys. I kind of like it. I can see myself. Like, I could see myself in the viewfinder of my camera. But I think the quality is just better. Like, obviously, I have a camcorder, so the quality isn't going to be great. But it was within budget for my first camera. And I'm thinking I need to figure out what cameras the influencers are using so I can totally, like, steal that. I used to have a DSLR, but I, for the life of me, could not get good video on it. I don't know. I think it was just operator error, but I couldn't get video on it, so I sold it. And I'm really regretting that decision right now. But, okay, one thing I will influence you guys to get, notepad, okay? Get a notepad. I have been jotting, like, my to-do list, my packing list, like, just measurements. I was counting out the calories, and I made these protein Rice Krispie treats the other day. They're so good. But I was doing the math for the calorie count on it and the protein count on it per serving. Just because out of curiosity, not out of like restriction. But I did that on here and I had my to-do list for today. So I did do some homework and I'm filming my YouTube. So I did in fact complete my to-do list, which is really cool. But I need to make dinner. But I highly like, you guys should invest in a notepad or just like a piece of paper or a notebook that you like keep out just so like you can write yourself notes. Maybe I'm just like a super organized person, so that's really just what works for me, but I highly recommend. Okay, time for dinner. I've been doing this thing where I have a carb, a protein, and a vegetable in my meals. If you don't stop eating my vegetables, so I've been doing a carb, a protein, and a veggie in each meal. Now, I've been using broccoli as my main veggie. I'm kind of gaslit myself into liking broccoli. Like, I don't really like it that much, but I know it's a good nutrient for you, so I've just been force feeding it to myself. But I kind of want to enjoy my meal tonight. Like, I've been kind of in a depressive episode a little bit. So, spinach, and I'm going to try kale. I normally put this kale in my smoothies because I like to make an off-brand tropical smoothie, Detox Island Green, in my house. So I bought the kale, but I'm going to try it with my veggies and see if I like it that way. And if I don't, I might cry. But it's okay. So let me get my notebook. Okay, so yesterday, I got really motivational. And I made this whole, like, spreadsheet in my journal with, like, a habit tracker of stuff I want to do. Because I feel like I've not been showing up for myself in the way I could be. And I just want to be doing better for myself, especially going into this new year, because this new year, I'm going to be living alone. I'm going to be by myself. I have friends here. Don't get me wrong. I do have friends. However, I've never been alone like this before. So, I'm really interested to see what that's going to lead to. Can you stop licking everything? So I just want to be able to be there and show up for myself. And also, aesthetically, I really just want to feel confident in my own skin again. I've been having like a really tough time with my self-image in the past couple months. The rice he is so interested. Do I have to walk you in the bedroom again? I have to put him in timeout sometimes because he gets too obsessed with what I'm doing that he'll eat the plastic, and that's really bad for him. But sometimes he just goes away by himself. Other times I have to forcibly put him in the bedroom while I cook dinner. But yeah, so recently I've just been having like a really hard time self-image wise. Like, I've just feel not great. And so I'm really trying to lock in aesthetically just so I can kind of feel more confident in my skin. Like, I feel so ugly and gross and just like terrible all the time for the past like 2 months. So we're gonna change that because I'm actually really sick of feeling like this, and I want better for myself, and you should want better for yourself as well. So let me get the beans on the oven and then we'll talk. So my beans are on this. Can you move? Bubba, stop. Stop. Go. My beans are on the stove. I've actually never cooked beans. Bruh. My beans are on the stove. I've actually never cooked beans before, so I'm really excited to see how this goes. I get really nervous cooking in here because of the gas stove. I don't want to catch my house on fire. And then my rice is in a rice cooker out of view because I have one outlet in my kitchen. It's right there. So let me go through. I did a little SWOT analysis on myself because if there's one thing I am, it is a researcher through and through. SWOT analysis, it goes through your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. You normally do this with a campaign, a brand, company, anything like that. It's mostly used in like a professional setting. However, I would just use it on myself because I like research and I like data. So here was what I evaluated as my strengths. I'm very consistent in the gym. I've been going for a year and a half now consistently. I'm very proud of myself for that. I'm just grateful that going into this new year, I don't have to put that on my New Year's resolution as wanting to go to the gym. I'm smart. I am very intelligent. I may sound dumb sometimes, but I am super smart and I'm hardworking and I'm driven to get my academic stuff up and well produced. Does that make sense? But I am also pretty smart. Like I'm good with my money. I'm good with my time. I'm good with my resources, all of that. So that's another strength. I love completing tasks. I like starting projects and finishing them. I like being able to see the finished result and reflecting on what I did good and what I did bad. I really love data. That's another thing. That's not on my strengths, but I really do love data. I like being able to improve and figure out what went wrong. I think that's why I like my degree plan so much because a lot of it is evaluation of previous tactics and seeing what you can do to make them different. Another strength for me was I make time for the things that I love. So I'm very big on breaking the day down into time segments. So like in the morning, I go to the gym for 2 hours. I come back. I get ready for an hour and a half. That hour and a half also includes eating breakfast and like showering, getting my makeup done, making sure I'm presentable for the day, all that stuff. Then I go to class from X time to X time. And then I'll come home and I'll eat dinner and I'll spend time with Ken and then I go to work. And all of it is blocked out into very specific time segments. I think a lot of this has to do with my OCD and having to have a plan at all times in order if life isn't good if I don't have a plan. So I am really good at making time for the things that I love. Like if I really, really love, like recently I've been really into baking per se. Not really baking, just like trying new foods. So like I made time to make my Rice Krispie treats and I made time to make beans and rice today because I haven't really been eating at home recently. That is like, sorry guys, but I made time to cook dinner tonight because I really wanted something that I felt proud that I was eating. And then another strength was I just got a raise. We got our biannual raises at work. So now I went from making X amount of dollars to add 50 cents to that amount. So basically I'm cooler. I'm not going to say my wage on here just out of my own privacy. Because I don't know if people from work watch this and I don't want them knowing how much I make. Okay, I'm going in to season with chili powder, salt, and pepper. So those were all of my strengths. Now into my weaknesses. I have terrible food noise, like all of the time. All I can think about is my next meal, what I'm going to be eating, how much I'd eaten today, how that affects how I feel, everything. That is something that has just been like truly terrible for me recently. It's just been getting worse with time. Like I genuinely don't know how to stop it, but I've been watching influencers on TikTok tell me how to stop my food noise by drinking lemon water and green tea. And that doesn't fucking work because why would that work? So that's a weakness I have that I really need to work on. I'm insecure about, like, I don't really know how I don't want to say I'm insecure. Well, I'm insecure, but I also just have no idea what I look like at all. Like, genuinely no idea what I look like. Like, I see pictures of myself, but in the mirror, I see a completely different person. But in videos, I see a completely different version. I literally cannot conceptualize what I look like, and that freaks me out really bad. So, I feel like I lack progress because I genuinely don't know what I look like. I'm consistently negative. This is a recent thing. I'm normally a very positive, like upbeat person, but just recently I've just been in such like a bad mental state that I am just consistently negative all the time. And it's really just affecting my mental health. It's affecting the way I see things, the way I've been doing things. Like I've just been spending so much time doom scrolling because I'm like, well, going on a walk isn't gonna fix my problem, so blah blah blah. But it's like, get off of the phone and that'll fix your problems. I just need to like, I don't want to do toxic motivation with myself because I know that I would hate that. But sometimes I just like, I need a wake up call. And I think this was it. So, I low key overspend. Like I have money, like I'm fine financially, but I low key will splurge on energy drinks and like treats for myself when I know I shouldn't. So I want to really stop that. And I low key dislike my job. I don't want to say I hate my job. It is just so draining to constantly be getting notifications. But if I turn off the notifications, I miss out on super crucial details to the job. But I just, like, I yearn for back in the old days when you clocked in and you clocked out and that was all you thought about at work. I am constantly getting messages from this establishment telling me this is what's going right, this is what's going wrong. I'm getting a text from my boss. And I'm texting my boss too when she's not there or when I'm not there. So really it is like a two-way street, but I really need to like find some sort of like middle ground between me being informed before I clock in and me just having no, like, you know, I just want to have a better relationship with my job, but also it's draining. Have you guys ever worked in fast food before? Like I've worked in the restaurant industry almost my entire working career. I have never gotten yelled at by customers more than in a fast food environment. Y'all are so damn disrespectful to the people providing you a service. Shut the fuck up and take your McChicken and go. Like and it's over stupid stuff too. It's like, well, this location 4 hours away honored my coupon. Okay, so we don't honor that here because this is a completely different district. Okay, but they took it. I don't care. Okay, just take your McChicken and go. I'm so like. It's just so draining sometimes, and I really need to find a good balance between being at my job and like low-key enjoying it, you know? I want to low-key enjoy my job again. I think it's just because I'm in management, and that's really like, it's really just put a damper on my mood. But, you know, we vibe. We'll figure it out. Those just need a little bit longer, and they'll be good. But my rice is coming along. It's quite small. Okay, into the opportunities. So, I could be having fun things to look forward to. Like, I don't know. I think I put this... Hold on. What are you yapping about? Okay. Anyways, I think I talked about it in one of my videos before where I, talked about what like my upcoming trips that I have planned. So that is an opportunity I have, is to start planning little fun things for myself. Like today I went to the coffee shop. Maybe I could do that fun little thing like every week or so and just have something to look forward to. So like upcoming, I have my trip to Spain. I have my trip home. That's in 2 weeks. Well, hold on, pause. Let me rephrase that. Coming up, I have my trip home in 2 weeks for Christmas. March, I have another trip home, and then I go to Spain. And then in April, I'm going to Vegas, and then in May, I'm moving home for the summer. So I have a lot of stuff to look forward to in the beginning of the year. I just worry, like, okay, I know this is December to March, but this is stuff I want to like continue to do. This is just December to March is me fully locking in on it, but I still want to continue these habits outside of that. So I just really worry about once I run out of like motivation and fun things to like look forward to, I'm just going to plateau again. But yeah, so right now I'm pretty sure I'm at the rock bottom of my food intake. Not intake. I'm eating, which is good. I think I'm just at the rock bottom with, I don't want to say my relationship with food. That's so stupid. But like my relationship with food, I'm at rock bottom right now, which means I can only go up from here. So that is a positive. Not great, I'm at rock bottom, but I can really only go up from here. So like really, We'll be okay. Internship opportunities are opening up, which means I can get a summer internship that is not at McDonald's. Very excited for that. And then new lifestyle switch coming up. I'm living alone come January. I'm gonna be in my own space, no roommate, just Gizmo and I. I'm a single parent now. Ken and I are not breaking up, by the way. It is just long story. But I'm gonna be living alone, scary, and I'm gonna have a whole new schedule. I'm gonna have 3 consecutive days off. Juliana doesn't have 3 days off. Who are you? Yeah, so I'm very excited about that. And then, Zoe friendship influencing me positively. So I became friends with this lovely girl named Zoe. She works with Ken at Tropical. And so we have been going to the gym together. She has been showing me, she's kind of been instilling in me that I need to, fuel my body. I don't think she knows that she does that, but, she does. And it's been really affecting me positively. And she's very health conscious, which I really like. And she, cares about the ingredients in her food. And that's made me start caring about the ingredients in my food. And overall, she's just such a wonderful, positive, uplifting person and such a great friend. And I don't even think she means to do any of it, but she's just such a positive impact in my life. So Zoe, if you're watching, I love you, Pookie Queen. And I can't wait to go to the gym again. So yeah, those are all the opportunities that I have coming up. So I really want to I set my goals to really prey on those opportunities. Guys, I low-key burnt some of these beans. I was yapping too hard. That's okay, though. W. Ooh, look at this crispy one. Wait, get back here. This one looks so crispy. You probably can't even see that. I'm so excited to eat. Okay. Chickpeas, my beans, my protein. Spinach and kale, my veggie. And rice, my carb. And then I doused it in a yum yum sauce because what is a good bowl without sauce? So I'm gonna I'm gonna eat this up and then we're gonna talk business once again. Okay, this is not the most flattering angle in the world, so please forgive me. However, I do not want to stand anymore. I feel like sitting. I've been standing a lot. So I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna talk. So we went over the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities. Now on to the threats. Number 1, my own mind. I am, in fact, my own worst enemy. It's like that one song. It's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. That's literally me. So I constantly, again, it just goes down to my weaknesses. I hate everything about myself. I don't hate everything about myself, okay? I have a great personality and I have a fat ass. However, there are just some things that my mind tends to focus on that I literally am just wow, I'm terrible and ugly and gross. So that's where my own mind comes in. But we're going to work on it, okay? We're working on it. We're not going to let myself get the best of me, okay? Another threat. Lots of traveling negatively affects my routine. So, again, I'm going home. Then I'm coming back. And then I'm going home again. And then I'm going to Spain less than a week later. And then I'm going to Vegas 2 weeks later. And then a month later, I'm moving. What fucking routine are you going to have? I am someone that needs structure to survive. I get, right now in my own home, I am so stressed out by the fact that nothing is in its place. So what routine are we going to have? January, Feb, it's going to be great. March through May, or I guess March through April. Girl, you're done. I think going home, I really, really, really want to make myself work out. When I go home, I have a really hard time working out because there's just so many people I have to see, so many things I have to do. I really just need to focus and just give myself 2 hours a day to work out. Wake up early in the morning and go work out. My dad literally has weights in his basement. I can just go work out there. I don't need to go to the gym. I just go to my dad's basement. But I'm going to try and work on finding a good travel routine as well. And then we'll see how that works. Living on my own with motivation and discipline. So, again, I am my own worst enemy. So I'm worried that living alone, I might just hobbit. I really don't want to hobbit. I want to be social. I want to host more events. I
I want to be my own best friend. Like, I want to change myself from my worst enemy to my best friend. And that's something I think I'm really going to try and work on in these next 4 months, especially in 2026 in general. Like, I have a gut feeling that 2026 is my year. So I'm going to speak out into existence, and I'm going to speak myself being my own best friend into existence. Manifesting, it works. Trust me. Watch my video about manifesting. It has the video of my yellow Subaru as the thumbnail. Go watch it. But yeah, I'm just worried that living on my own, I'm gonna lack motivation and discipline to go do the things I want to do. But at the same time, I think I'll also be okay, because when I wasn't living alone, but when I was living in the dorms, I was basically on my own. Like, I had my roommate, but I was on my own. And I did find some routine and discipline, and I still like ate healthy, went to the gym, stuff like that. So I think I'll be okay, but it's just still weighing on my mind. Social media with comparison and doom scrolling. Dude, my doom scrolling habit has gotten so bad again, to the point where I might just delete all my social media again. Unfortunately, I don't really want to, because I do want to get consistent on posting on short form. I just can't, and I can't post from my computer because it uploads weird and it's a whole thing. But I really want to just get off of social media, like, all the time, because I just find myself comparing myself to these girls, and it's so weird. Like, I want to look like She-Bulk so bad. Like, I just want to be, like, huge and jacked, but I also want to be, like, super skinny, and I think it's just because I'm consuming both sides of the spectrum that I'm just really like, oh my gosh, I really, 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 really want to look like that. And it's like, do you though? Like, I just kind of want to be healthy at this point. Like, overall, I just want to be healthy. I think aesthetic-wise, if I could just be jacked with a thin waist, like, I think I would be happy. But even then, like, is that really what's gonna make me happy? Like, is just feeling good in my own, is that really gonna make me feel good in my own skin? Like, even when I was at my skinniest, I still wasn't happy with how I looked. Like, I still thought I was fat as fuck. So, is being skinny and jacked really gonna change my body image, or am I just gonna have to work on myself mentally in order to do that? So, social media, it's terrible for your brain. I highly recommend getting off of it, even though I am stuck in this terrible cycle of posting being what I want to be my job and telling people to get off the internet. Terrible. And the last threat, comfortability being more appealing. Recently, comfort has been my main priority in my little depressy episode. So I haven't really been pushing myself in the gym. I haven't really been like, I've been eating what I want and not what makes me feel good. Not that eating what makes me feel good isn't what I want. It's like, I don't force myself to eat foods I hate. I'm just eating the lazier option of like 2 bowls of cereal for dinner, a bagel in the style of a roll. Now, here's the thing. Bagel in the style of a roll, use like a raw bagel, not uncooked bagel, butter in the middle of it. Boom, put it together. Delicious. Delicious. I don't want to hear anything about it. However, I could be cooking up some beans and rice, and that's also a super easy dish to make. I have a rice cooker, which makes it 10 times freaking easier, and I just put the beans in a pot with some vegetables, and I let it steam for like 10 minutes. Simple dinner. Like, I could just be doing that, but instead I'm going for the super, uber lazy, comfortable option because I'm just literally just too lazy to cook. That's an example. I just don't want comfort to be my main op, you know? Okay, so that was my SWOT analysis. Really, I've tried to focus my goals on eliminating those threats and hopping on the opportunities. Because I think if I can hop on the opportunities and eliminate the threats, the weaknesses and the strengths will adjust. So I split my goals into 5 categories: mind, fitness, nutrition, cleanliness, and then career and academic. I'm kind of putting career and academic together because though McDonald's is separate from my job, like from my academic career, it is technically an internship, what I'm doing at McDonald's. So I'm kind of in this weird, like, I'm just lumping it all in. And I'm graduating in a year, so, like, I really should be working towards my career. Okay, mind, goals. So the first one, I want to journal every day. So these little bullet journals from Walmart, I have completed 3 of them so far. This is my 4th. Since my senior year of high school, I started journaling. And I really just want to get into the habit of going back and actually physically journaling. Because normally what I do is I'll put like like my gratitude I'll put in here, and I'll put like if something's really bothering me, I'll journal and write it down. But I really just want to get into like even just writing 5 things I'm grateful for that day, having it written down and like filling out this journal and being able to go back on it as an elderly woman, and just reading how stupid I sounded in my 20s. Like that sounds so cool. So I really want to just go back to journaling every day. Reading 10 pages minimum daily. So I love reading. I really do. However, doom scrolling just takes so much less brain power. So I just tend to do that instead of read. Like the book I showed you earlier, Rabbit Cake. I've been really enjoying that one so far. So I'm trying to get back into like reading 10 pages a day. I was really into Twilight there for a minute, if you guys remember. I did just buy the funniest freaking, okay, I bought this poster. Unfortunately, it was off of TikTok Shop. However, it is literally, it's so funny. It's Edward sucking a tampon. I'm going to put it in my bathroom. I actually also posted this picture on my private story of Snapchat when I was reading Twilight, because I thought it was funny. And then I saw that poster, or Ken saw that poster yesterday, and so I immediately bought it. Anyways, that's what I mean, like irresponsible with my money. Like I buy stupid shit like that. Anyways, okay, I want to live in the present more. I have a tendency to focus on the past and the future and not really what's going on in the present. So I think another thing I can be doing to help with that is just putting the phone away. I've been doing a really great job when I'm with people putting the phone away, but it's like, even with my watch, like I'll like look at my watch and like look at my notifications and all that shit. So I really just want to stop doing that, and I really just want to like be, you know? And start meditating at night. I think that I have a really hard time falling asleep when I'm alone. I think that's just a product of living with my partner for the past 2 years, is I have a really hard time falling asleep when I'm alone in the house. So I really just want to start like meditating, and maybe that'll get my body into like, okay, it's time to go to bed, like stuff like that. But also it's just good for the mind. I'm constantly listening to music, listening to podcasts, playing YouTube videos in the background. I'm constantly surrounded by noise. I'm never in just quiet. So that'll also just be really good for my mental health, I feel like. Okay, moving into the fitness goals. Progressive overload in the gym. If you don't know what that is that you are just moving up in weight progressively, and you are pushing yourself. I do 5 to 7 reps pushing myself. Some people do 3 to 5. Some people even do like 2. But I'm just in the 5 to 7 range for right now. So I want to start doing that more, because normally I'm a 3 sets of 10 girly. Okay, I know that's not good for you. I know you can be like, you're stronger than the 3 sets of 10, but that's just what I've been doing because it's easy. But I really want to get more into progressive overload. And then I want to add in more high intensity cardio. So like running or biking, or going back to the Stairmaster, because that gets your heart rate up really high, but it's not like high intensity, like endurance sport. So I used to, I have running phases. I hate the bike. I'll be real with you. I hate biking. But I just feel like my heart health could be a lot better if I started doing more high intensity. And I feel like if I'm ever getting chased by like a serial killer or like a bear or something, I want to be able to at least stand a chance. So like maybe I should get into running and like speed and see if I can like actually keep up with it. I've also been seeing so many High Rocks TikToks lately, and it really makes me want to sign up for High Rocks, but a lot of it's like high intensity workout. So I want to add in more of that. So potentially Zoe and I can do a High Rocks. That'd be really cool. I saw Haley Fernandez say this. Okay, I'm a Haley Fernandez supporter till I die, okay? I love her. But I was listening to her podcast earlier. It was one of her older episodes, and she was talking about how she got over binge eating. And she was saying that she started focusing on how the food made her feel and not on the calories. And I thought that was really, like, she just started listening to her body more. And I think that's what I need to do. Because I'll get so focused on the calories that I'm so hungry, and I'm just eating low-cal in order to, like, oh, I can eat more if I eat the low-cal, but, like, if I just ate, like, 3 or 4, 600 to 700 calorie meals, like, I think I'll be okay. I kind of want to lean out. I've said this before in videos. Like, I do want to lean out a little bit, just for some muscle definition, especially my arms. Like, my arms are super strong. They're not super strong. They're much stronger than they used to be. And I really want to show that off. But I have one picture of myself that actually kind of highlights my arm muscles. But other than that, like, these other pictures, not really the best for, not really the best for showing off my muscles. So, And my last fitness goal is to keep exercising among travel. So I know with my Spain trip, we do have like hikes planned into it because we're going into like rural Spain. So I'm very excited for that. But like going home this winter, maybe Vegas. I don't know. Because here's the thing, like Vegas and my second trip home, which are like weekend trips, I'm not really concerned with exercise and going to the gym when I'm on vacation just for like a weekend trip. Like I can plan around it. But I do want to make sure that I am consistent enough that I want to keep exercising while traveling. Like I want to go on those hikes. My family's always been like a very active vacation family. Like we are hiking, we are walking everywhere, we are getting those steps in. Like we are a very active family. But I want to just be able to be like, I don't know, I want to feel good by the time I go on vacation. Like I really want to feel good by the time I go to Spain. That's kind of my goal. That's why I did December to March, because it's like a spring break trip with my school. So I really just want to feel good and confident in myself by the time I go to Spain. Okay, on to nutrition goals. 1, minimize overeating. So again, my food noise, terrible. We all know this. But I really want to minimize the overeating. So I think just like listening to my body, focusing on how the food is going to make me feel. If I eat 10 Rice Krispie treats, is my stomach going to hurt? Yes. Am I going to feel like shit? Yes. So why would you do that to yourself? Have 1, because the food tastes the same if you eat it 10 times or if you eat it 1 time. It's not going to change. The taste isn't going to change. I just also love eating because it like calms. I saw this thing that was like, if you're an overachiever and like you're it's like if you're an overachiever and you're like constantly go, eating is like the one time where you're like calm. So I really also need to, that's why I want to do the meditating with the mind goals, is because I just want to like calm myself down so I don't feel the need to overeat. Am I overeating? Kind of. I wouldn't call it binging because I know binging is like 10K plus calories in a sitting. I normally will eat like 3 or 4 Rice Krispie treats and like a bagel, which is still not great for you, but it's not like excessive. I'm eating my entire kitchen binging. So I understand it is still excessive. So it normally happens at night after work. So I think if I sort of de-stress, because really when I leave work, I'm normally stressed out because I just had like 15 grown ass men yelling at me because their McDouble was made wrong, even though it was rung up the exact way that I rung them up for it, and it was made the exact way that they wanted it, and whatever. I just get so unbelievably frustrated, and I think like eating is the only way to like I've ever like calmed myself down. So I really just want to start de-stressing, and I think that'll help minimize the binging. A lot of these goals kind of overlap, which is what I want. I want my lifestyle to overlap in all categories. So yeah, minimize overeating. I want to be more health conscious. Like I said earlier, my friend Zoe is so like conscious of what she's putting in her body. Like she tries to focus on whole foods. She finds brands that have really good ingredients in them. Stuff that's going to make her body happy. And I've never been I've been health conscious before. Like I'm health conscious, but I'm not to the point where I'm checking ingredients in like my Fruity Pebbles, okay? But that just really got me thinking like maybe I should be more concerned about what I'm putting in my body, because I do eat fruits, I do eat vegetables. I've actually, going vegetarian has really changed my diet for the better, and I've been eating more well-rounded meals because I never really cooked proteins here. I cooked chicken, but then like I had this whole chicken wing crash out, and we all know the story. Just go back a couple months, you'll find it. Go to my vegetarian video and you'll find it. But yeah, like I never ate protein before really that much, but now I'm like eating a lot of plant proteins. I'm figuring out protein desserts, like just because I'm, again, vegetarian, protein intake, you gotta be creative. So I am making protein desserts, but like I've been eating more well-rounded meals, but I do kind of want to be more health conscious about what ingredients I'm putting in, what food dyes, okay, seed oils are not bad for you, but like just being more conscious, pretty much. On here I have successfully calorie deficit, but the more I think about that, I really don't want to count my macros again. Like I really don't want to. I kind of just want to go off of vibe, and I think that's okay. So I'm going to change that I'm going to get a pen later and change that to eat how I'm feeling. That's what we'll change it to. I want to minimize food noise again. That goes back to my weaknesses, just being able to not think about food all the time would be super cool. And I think the easiest way I can do that, or there's 2 ways I can do that. I can manage my stress levels, or I can just fill my time with so much stuff that I can't think about food. One of those is way more healthy than the others, but one of them is way more easier than the others. Figure out which one is which. And then I want to lower my soda intake. Okay. I love soda. I'm a soda girl till I die. I just drink so much of it. And I do drink a lot of water. I drink 100 ounces minimum of water per day. However, I also am drinking like 2 to 3 sodas a day. I am peeing at an ungodly rate. However, I kind of want to lower my soda intake because there's a lot of sodium, and there's no like good ingredients in there really. But I do enjoy soda, so I don't want to completely cut it out, but I do want to lower it to maybe I can get back into going like 1 a day, maybe like 2-3 times a week. That's kind of what I'm trying to vibe for, but we'll see. I'm never going to be able to completely cut out soda. I love it too much. I love carbonation. Okay, into my cleanliness goals. Okay, so deep clean the apartment weekly. I clean my apartment, okay? I do not scrub my baseboards. I do not get into the tops corners. I do not wipe my walls down. I want to start getting into that because I feel like that might, again, a hobby that distracts me. It's also just really good for your apartment, and it's good for your mind to be in a clean apartment. Like earlier, I set a 20-minute timer before I started filming so I could clean my apartment, and whatever I got done in 20 minutes was what I got done for today. And I want to be able to start, like, when I get into my new apartment, I'm going to buy a whiteboard and put it on my fridge or my wall or something. And I'm going to make myself a morning checklist and a night checklist of everything I'm going to do in the morning and everything I'm going to do to close up shop in the night. So it kind of will just help me set myself up. You know, I want to be able to set myself up for the next day. I want to take care of my future self. I want to make sure that her life is easier. So if I do the stuff now, it's easier tomorrow. That's kind of... But I do want to get better about deep cleaning my apartment, like baseboards underneath like my bed. Like I don't think I've ever swept underneath my bed in the 2 years I've lived here. Sue me. It's just literally just laziness, but I'm going to have to when I move out in a month. So yeah. And then floss. I floss maybe 3 to 4 times a week. I know, sue me. And that flossing has just become a recent thing, okay? I've never been a flosser, and I really just want to be a flosser because, like, my teeth aren't yellow, but they're not white. And I think that's also because I drink a lot of coffee and energy drinks, so it's kind of staining my teeth. But that's what my dentist said, at least. Like, she said that I have really clean teeth. They're just stained, and that I should invest in a whitener. But I also have really bad enamel, so I shouldn't invest in a whitener. And it's a whole thing. So I've just decided to stick with, like, kind of yellow teeth. Don't care. But I want to start flossing every night. I don't see the value in flossing in the morning. Maybe, like, if you're a dental hygienist or, like, a dentist or something, you can tell me, like, the reason behind flossing in the morning. But, like, if I'm not eating anything between the time I floss beforehand and the time I'm brushing my teeth next, I'm not flossing again. Same with mouthwash. Like, I don't mouthwash in the morning, but that's because I drink water immediately after I brush my teeth. Because I won't drink water unless I've brushed my teeth in the morning. I won't put anything in my system until I've brushed my teeth in the morning because I'm, like, I read one time that it's the bacteria in your mouth will just, like, you're supposed to get it out of your system. You're not supposed to swallow it back down. But also, water without brushing your teeth tastes so gross that, like, I don't even want to think about it. So I brush my teeth first thing, and then I drink water immediately after. So, like, mouthwash, I'm literally just drinking mouthwash. It's so gross. So I literally just brush my teeth in the morning. But anyways, back to flossing. I have these floss picks that I like. They're eco-friendly. So I've been using those. Because with, like, the string floss, I can't get my molars very well. So, and my molars are, like, normally my molars are really clean. Like, I have a hard time, like, brushing my front teeth for some reason. But, like, my back teeth are really clean. But I want to be able to floss back there, you know? Keep my teeth clean. Putting my laundry away ASAP. So, I'm like 60% good with this habit already. Like, if I have the full day off and I'm doing laundry, I will put the laundry away as soon as it's done. But it's those days where I don't have off. And I'm switching my laundry in between classes and I'm doing all this. And then I get home at the end of the night. And the last thing I want to do is put my fucking laundry away. We're going to change that. We're going to be a put away laundry. Because it makes me feel so much better when the laundry is put away. As opposed to rifting through buckets to try and find the one top I want to wear. I hate it. So I'm really gonna get into the habit of every single time I do laundry, I'm putting it away. And then in a similar sense, doing the dishes immediately after using them. I am the type of person that does the dish. I let the dishes pile up until the end of the night, and then I'll do them all at once. But I think if it'll just make my house feel cleaner and more organized, and also again, it'll set myself up for future. If I just start doing the dishes after each meal instead of letting them sit and rot in my freaking sink. So yeah, just like kind of, again, setting myself up for future stuff. That's kind of what I want to start doing. We'll see how well it works. Okay, and my last set of goals, my career academic goals. What does that even say? Put my all into every assignment. Now, I've started doing this recently because I realized that I'm kind of like, I'm about to graduate in a year, and I'm really not proud of like half of my assignments. Just half of them. Like the other half I'm good with, but like I'm not really proud of like half of my assignments. So I'm really trying to put my all into everything. That way I can have stuff for a portfolio. Also, I'm paying for these classes. Like I'm going into debt for these classes. Why am I not putting my all into everything? So I really want to start doing that again. I want to post a video on YouTube weekly. I don't know how well this is going to go because this is a semester from hell. Oh, wait, no, okay, so the video that was supposed to go up before this one, I cannot get it to export. I tried it at the coffee shop because I thought it was my Wi-Fi. No, the video is fully corrupt. So this semester has been the semester from hell. And I talk about it in that video, and I just talk about everything that's going wrong in my life. Because, like, the title of the video was Therapy is Expensive, but YouTube is Cheap. So I kind of go into how this semester is just the worst schedule for me possible. Like, my classes are so spread out, so my work schedule is so late, and I'm getting home at like 11 p.m., and I'm going to the gym at 6 a.m. because that's when Zoe goes, and that's the only time I can't go throughout the day, so like, it's just a nightmare, and I haven't been able to film. So, but with my next schedule, my next schedule, when I have 3 days off, I'm gonna be loving that. So I'm gonna try and post a YouTube video weekly, and I'm gonna try and post a TikTok daily. Now, my TikTok, link in description. Lovely posts. I've been gassing it up on there recently. Okay, I've been posting 2 TikToks a day, 3 TikToks. Maybe this was just today. I posted one yesterday too, but like 2 TikToks a day. I've been kind of killing it with that. Am I getting likes? 40 or 20? Not even 40. But if 20 people complimented my shirt, I'd be like, wow, this is a great shirt. So I'm happy. I want to post a Substack weekly. I literally haven't posted a Substack since I started promoting it on this YouTube channel. So I really want to get back into that because I do like blogging. I do like writing. I do like getting my thoughts out in a written, more sophisticated form because I can go back and edit it and like, because all of my videos are unscripted. I have like a template of what I'm going to talk about, but everything is unscripted. I like being able to publish something that has been like reviewed by me twice, so it's like good and polished. So yeah, Substack. Find a summer internship. I wasn't gonna put that one on there, but then I was like, well, like I want to have an internship by March. Like by March, I want to be able to be interning in the summer. So finding that and then passing the LSAT. So if you don't know, well, I don't even know if I talked about this in the video before this. I plan on going to law school. Like fall 2027, I'm going to law school. So I have not taken my LSAT yet because I decided this 3 weeks ago that I wanted to go to law school and I wanted to do child influencer law, which isn't the sector of law just yet, but it will be because I'm going to make it one. I also just like, I don't know. As of right now, I'm going to law school. I'm not doubting it, but I also want to be an influencer. So it's like, can I do both? Can I be Elle Woods and also Alex Earl at the same time? The duality of man. But I want to be able to pass my LSAT, and I need to do that this upcoming semester. Like, I need to have my LSAT score by May. That way I can start applying to colleges in the fall. I'm going to apply to Pitt because Pitt has a really good law program, especially with intellectual property law, because that's kind of in, like, the media sector, which is where my degree is. So, like, even if I don't I want to help. My goal is I want to help pass laws to protect child star influencers. Like, I'm just going to say child influencers. I want to be able to protect child influencers with certain laws, and I want to help create those laws because there's not a lot in place. But if I can't, if that's not really like a job option per se, without going into like a legislative role, because I don't think I would be a good legislator. I really don't think I would. But I am a good advocate. That's what I'm good at. So, intellectual property law is also like copyright, stuff like that. So, or just employment laws in general. Like I really do stick up for the kids that I work with, and I really want the best for them, because it is like, again, like it's their first job. But also I don't want them to be taken advantage of. So I try and stick up for them when I can. So just even like employment law in general, like, I wouldn't mind doing that either. Anyways, I want to pass my LSAT. That's my other goal. So that was all the goals in my SWOT analysis. And this tracker, I'm going to make one for every month. But it has all of my goals that I can track. So like my TikTok a day, my YouTube weekly, blah, blah, blah. And then it has it split into days. And then it has the weeks down below. So that's more for like, oh, my one YouTube a week. If I post on the 6th, I know I need to get another one out by like the end of this week. So I'm going to go through here. And then in January, I'm going to see what goals I haven't really been as focused on. And I'm going to focus on those. So yeah, that is my plan. And maybe this plan will fix everything that's wrong with me. But yeah, I've been so vulnerable in this video already. I'm just going to get even more vulnerable. I have genuinely been in like the worst mental shape I think I've ever been in. But it hasn't seemed like that because I've just been so like busy that I can't even process it. But this week I had off because of Thanksgiving break. So I've been able to like process my emotions. And dude, like this has genuinely been like a terrible, terrible 6 months. 2025 definitely was not my year, but we are going to make 2026 the year of Juliana, the year of travel, the year of fun, the year of reaching our goals together, the year of finding a good sleep schedule, stuff like that. Okay, girlies? So I'm going to eat a Rice Krispie and go to bed. I love y'all. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your evening, your day, your morning, whenever you're watching this. Love y'all. See you next time. I hope the phone cam was okay. I know it's a better quality than the camcord, but just let me know in the comments how you feel. And speaking of down there in that little area, go into the description and follow me on my socials. Love y'all. Bye.